Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kathy. Today I'm going to be showing you the second set of layouts that I did for the album that I was commissioned to do. So I'm going to leave a link below of the first set of pages that I showed, and then these are going to be the rest of the pages in the album. So this is, I did two layouts. My friend who actually commissioned me to do the album, I did two layouts with her and her mom and her dad in this the next two layouts. So this is the first one, and with this one she also, you know, had a quote that she wanted me to add onto this page, so I just popped it up there. So this is using the Lucy paper pack with Close to My Heart, and then various kind of ribbons and stuff from my stash. So that is the first layout that I wanted to show you in this set. Okay, so this is the second layout that I'm going to be showing you from the album, from this second set of pages. And this paper is from one of those paper pads, and it's called It's a Party by MMH. I forget what that stands for, but it's one of those paper pads that you can find at Michael's. And these are pictures of her and her mom mostly. And so this is her second layout that I did for the album, for her pages. The next two layouts in the album, she wanted me to do a couple of pages of just her and her dad together. So this is the first of the two layouts that I did that I called the couple pages. So this is using Olivia by Close to My Heart, and again I use the stickies that coordinate with it and then pop them up on foam tape. So I just find that that makes the album or the pages come together so nicely because it's all coordinated. And then her dad had sent her a couple of quotes, so what I did is I just printed them onto some of the pattern paper that goes with this paper pack. And this is the second layout that I did for the couple section of the album, and I used the Wings paper pack from Close to My Heart, and again I used the stickies that coordinate with it and then added in some of our bling. So this flourish here, I do have another video that I'll link below, and I give a tip on how you can make sure that these flourishes stay on your paper. There's a really cool tip that you can do to make sure that anything that you have on an adhesive back, if it's not too tacky and you're worried about it coming off, you know, down the road, there is a way that you can secure it on your page really nicely. And I live in a very dry climate, so I'm going to do that for all of these flourishes that I use now that I learned that tip. So yeah, this is the second couples layout. Okay, so the next section of the album is the travel section, and her mom and dad have done quite a bit of traveling, so I dedicated 4 layouts to their travel pages, and seriously, I could have done more if I, you know, had the room, but I just don't have the room in the album. So yeah, this was one of the pages I was looking forward to doing the most. It's just so amazing. Like, these colors that are of her mom and dad when they were traveling are so amazing. And I'm sorry, I don't know where this is. This is one of the hard things about doing an album for somebody else, is that you don't know some of the details of the pictures, but that is so amazing. I love how this layout came together. So and the paper that I used for this layout is from a paper pad by We Are Memory Keepers, and it's called Over the Rainbow. And it's a paper pack that I've had for quite some time, several years in fact, that I thought just worked so well with the pictures for this page. Okay, so for the second travel page that I did in this section of the album, I used the basic gray paper pack called Obscure, and then I cut these the words for this page in the craft room using the Artiste, or the Art Booking, I think. Yeah, the Art Booking Cricut cartridge. So I love how you can do that, and then you can basically do all the letters and weld them together. I love that look. It's actually so easy. You really need, if you have a Cricut and you don't know how to use the craft room, you got to learn how to use it. It's just it really opens up the doors for the type of scrapbooking that you can do. So yeah, it's free. The software is free, and there's lots of tutorials on how to use it. So I hope that you take advantage of that. So this is a fairly simple layout. I got so many pictures on here. I think I counted 12 pictures on this layout. So I had to, it was jam-packed with so many pictures that I, didn't leave a lot of room for the scrapbooking, but that's what she wanted. She wanted me to use as many pictures as I could from their traveling, because they've done so much traveling. So that's what I did. And this is a layout. This actual layout is in one of our how-to books by Close to My Heart. So we have several how-to books on how to sort of set a layout out, and then you just have to follow the pattern, the layout pattern, and you can do your own. So I love this layout, but yeah, it takes special pictures to be able to cut them on an angle like that and stuff, but it really looks nice when it comes together. So that is the second layout. Okay, and the third layout, I did use the basic gray, and it's called Urban Prairie. This is a paper pack again that I've had for several years. And then I also went to an album retreat in the fall of 2013, and that's where it was with Close to My Heart, and we were learning how to use the art booking cartridge and how to use it in our layout. So I took a lot of stuff from like what I learned at that album retreat and added it to this page. Like this little banner here is in the art booking Cricut cartridge, which I love. That's so cute how that comes together. And then, doing this little label here and stuff. So I love this layout. I love how crisp it is, and this is one where I didn't put too many pictures on, which I liked. I like to try and not have every single layout where you just jam pack so many pictures on it, because the whole point of scrapbooking is that you actually are able to scrapbook the page around the pictures as well. So I really love how this one came together. So that's the third one, and this is the last layout at the travel section. So again, I tried to use as many pictures as I could. She even gave me some more pictures that were extra that I could have used for their traveling, but I just couldn't put them on. I just ran out of room. So technically her parents could have like a travel album, like just a travel album, just all the traveling that they've done. But anyway, so this is the fourth album, and I used the basic gray paper pack in Stella Ruby for this one. I guess I was on a bit of basic gray kick. I pulled out some of my paper packs that I've had for several years because they're so colorful, and I figured that I'd be able to use them with a lot of the pictures that she gave me. So again, this is a very simple layout because I had so many pictures that I didn't have a lot of room to scrapbook. So what I tried to do, because I couldn't do that, is I just tried to embellish, like sort of like focus the embellishment so that your eye would be drawn to that as well. Even though you didn't have a lot of room. So when you do a layout like this, what you need to do is just try and embellish, like really bring in the embellishments and use what you have, because we all have so many embellishments that we can use. So that is the last travel one. Okay, and so for the next page that I wanted to show you is we wanted to capture a family page, even though the rest of the pages that I've showed you, there was lots of pictures. It was mostly pictures of her mom and her dad and her sister and her brother, like the close family, or her mom by herself, but we really wanted to bring in the extended family pictures. So that's what this layout is. And again, she gave me a ton of pictures, and I just did my best to try and put on, I think I actually got all of them on that she sent me. I had to trim some of them down to make it work, but again, it's really interesting to me when I did this layout how you can get so many pictures on here, but you can still scrapbook around it. So I really liked how this came together, even though when I first looked at it, I'm like, I have no idea how I'm going to get all those pictures in one layout. So, but anyways, it worked. So I really like how this came together. So for this one, again, she found this quote on the internet that she wanted me to use. And then I find that because you don't have a lot of room to scrapbook around the pictures, is if you just do these little features like this here, and then over in this side I just did some of this, the sparkles, and then kind of a metal flower embellishment. It's enough. Like, it's enough to just, you know, make it look scrapbooked and not just like a photo album page, but it looks really good, I think. Anyways, so this is the next layout that I wanted to show you. Okay, so this is actually the last double layout that I'm going to be showing you that will be going in the album. So this will be the second last page in the album. And so what I suggested to my friend was to come up with 65 things that they loved about their mother. So at first she thought it was going to be quite daunting, but once you actually start writing them out and then get, you know, ideas from other people, she was able to easily come up with a list of 65 things. So I got this idea from several years ago. Close to My Heart had a convention and we did a 10 Things I Love About You mini album. And so from that idea, my other friend, her mom was turning 50, so I had done her a 50 Things We Love About You mini album. And then what I did is for each of the items that they came up with, I basically put it on like a strip and then put it on each of the pages, like several of them on each of the scrapbook pages in the mini album. So I'm going to link, well, it's actually on my blog. At that point I wasn't doing YouTube videos, so I will leave my link to my blog below, and it's in July 2009 if you want to check that out on my blog. So anyways, so I came up with this idea and I thought it would be really fun. So the paper pack that I used for this layout is called Romani by Basic Grey, and then I used several kind of other embellishments and stuff for my stash. So this is the second last layout. And then what we decided to do was, for the final layout, we decided that we could do a, you know, kind of like a birthday layout. And they're going to be going out for dinner for her mom's 65th birthday. So what I suggested is that she takes a picture of her mom from her birthday and then they can add it on to this layout later on. So she wanted it to say 65 years young. And so this is the final layout that I did that's going to go on the last page of the album. So, and I have the paper pack that I used for this one. I've had it for quite some time. It's from Michaels and it's the DCWV paper pad in the black currant stack, it's called. So I love this paper, it's so pretty. When I was thinking about doing the last page for the album, I was thinking that I wanted to use this paper. So that is the final page. So I really hope that you enjoyed seeing the layouts that I did for this album. It's been quite the task to get it all done, but I've been really enjoying the process. It's taken me a couple months to make the whole album for her mom, and I really hope that she enjoys it. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you get some ideas from some of the layouts that I showed you for this album. And until next time, happy crafting. Thanks. Bye-bye.